Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Monday, December 8th edition of the Sacred News and Weather. My voice is a little froggy because I have been talking for days and days and days and days straight. I'm not sick. I just finished hosting a retreat, a 3 night and 4 day retreat, and there's just been a lot of talking. So if I sound a little weird, you know why. It has been a while since I've been in here because I have been getting ready for all things retreat, including on the home front. It's just a busy, busy time, but I'm hoping to make it up to you this week, and this week and next by coming in a little more frequently than just the 3 times a week with a message. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if the universe cooperates, if my voice cooperates. There's a lot happening in our collective. And so I want to make sure that I am getting it to you. And I missed you all. I missed doing this. I actually tried on Wednesday when I was up at my retreat site. Thought about, oh, let me see if I can get a quick message in. But when I closed my eyes to meditate, my body was like, you are going to take a 20-minute power nap right now. And I decided that I was going to listen. So that might be the first message for some of you that you need to take a power nap right now. But if that is not you, then you can stay tuned with me. Like everything I do, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. These messages are timeless. So if you are tuning in real time on December 8th or sometime this week or next week or next year or 10 years from now, know that if you're tuning in, there's very likely going to be something here for you. But if you are not hearing yourself here, go ahead and feel free to turn me off. There will be a lot more coming and there's a lot more down below for you to check out should this not be your message. And without any further ado, I'm going to give my eyes a squeeze closed here, and I'm just going to drop on in. So, the first thing that came forward for us is actually a theme that came forward that I touched upon briefly in my retreat time. And I think the reason why it's coming forward here as well is just because of the time of year. We had that beautiful full moon on the 4th last Thursday, the cold moon, the Yule moon, the moon that really signifies the entering of winter. Even though we're not quite at solstice yet, we can really start feeling the cold and the dark now. And by design, what we are meant to be doing now is getting really still and really quiet. And we all know that our culture is terrible at allowing us to get really still and really quiet this time of year. In fact, we push against it so freakishly that you all might be very busy right now with Christmas parties and getting ready for Christmas and holidays and buying gifts and celebrating and oh, we have to go here and do that and what are we doing for this and meal planning and all of the things. And I feel like in some ways that is the big like I don't know, FU from our culture of saying we will not allow you to get quiet and still. Because if you should dare to get quiet and still, you might start to know things about yourself and your own power. And that is what is coming forward for us today is really starting to get quiet enough to listen to yourself closely enough to begin to understand your own innate gifts, your own innate magic, your own innate power. And when I say power, I am not talking about power over another, power over our land, power over animals, the way our culture tends to use the term power as lording over other beings and believing that we are, as humans, designed to lord over other beings and other humans. I am talking about true power. I am talking about the power of love, the power of unconditional love that dwells deeply inside of us. And that is the true power that I'm inviting you more deeply into today and this week, this time moving forward as we move into the time of winter, which is elementally designed to be that stillness. The element of winter is water, but it is not necessarily flowing water at this time. It is frozen water, the depths of water, the frozen depths of your interior beingness, where we are being invited to get still enough, like frozen water, and to go into those depths and see what is there for us. What is there for us that is up for healing so we can feel into our true power of unconditional love? What is there standing between us and our unconditional love of self and our unconditional love of other? And when I sat with the energy of the collective and like what might be here in this point of stillness that would keep us from being still, that would keep us in that desire for what is really more fire and summer energy of like go 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 lists and gift giving and tree trimming and partying and too much, indulgence in food and alcohol and substances. Just what would keep us there as a collective rather than being able to come inward? And what came forward, and again, I alluded to this earlier, it came forward in my retreat as well as we were really going into the stillness. And there's this invitation to really trust our bodies, to trust our, not just our physical bodies, but like our, what the phrase that came is our animal selves, to trust our animal selves. And what that means to me, sorry, I'm listening. Okay, I think I have it. What that means to me, I'm putting a pin in what just came through. What that means to me in trusting our animal bodies is really learning to love the messiness of our own humanity rather than expecting perfection from ourselves. There's a real flavor of like, I can't do it unless I can do it absolutely perfectly. I can't show up unless I can show up 100%. I can't make a change. I can't make a shift. I can't invite something new in until I'm 100% ready. And so there's this feeling of like pushing off that connectivity with self, pushing off like the stillness, pushing off relationship, pushing off making a change in your career, pushing off having a difficult conversation with a family member, pushing off what that very thing that's keeping you from being comfortably still, pushing it off because you think you need to be somehow better or more or different than where you are exactly as you are in this particular moment in time. So the invitation today, and this is going to be a shorter message because I'm cooked and I have lots of things to do. The invitation for today is for you to really love up on your physical body. And for some of you, that might be uncomfortable. Some of you are quite used to having a relationship of rejection with your physical body, of looking in the mirror and looking at your body and trying to criticize yourself, making yourself feel ugly or small or not enough or too much. And so the invitation is for you to look in the mirror, whether you are naked or clothed, whether it is just your face, whether it's just eye gazing, gazing in a mirror at your own reflection in your eyes, and just letting yourself know how exactly perfect you are in this very moment, simply because you exist exactly as you are in this very moment. If you can take it to the next layer, to the next level, I want you to touch your body and either tell all of your parts, all of your physical parts, how much you love them, how grateful you are that your body, whether you have a bum knee or a bum hip or a bad back, or you just ran a marathon, I want you to tell your body how grateful you are that it has carried you through your lifetime to this moment in time. And for some of you, I'm going to invite you into pledging to your body that though you have rejected it, though you have rejected parts of yourself, though you have rejected parts of this beloved body, you now recognize that what it needs in order to be the body that you believe you can have, or you believe you should have, or even better, the body that you desire, whether it's for healing in your knee or your hip or your back, or it's putting on muscle mass or losing weight, whatever it is that has kept you distracted and othering your own animal self, othering your own physicality. I want you to just apologize to your body and say, I know that I haven't treated you well in the past, but I see where not treating you well has really not served you to heal. We do not heal by punishing ourselves, and that includes bum knees and hips and bad backs and wonky noses or whatever it is that you have rejected about yourself. We do not heal any part of ourselves by rejecting it, by pushing it away, by berating it. And so any place that you have been doing that, I'm going to invite you to bring more love in. And bringing more love into your animal self, bringing more love into your human self. What I was hearing over here that I said I was going to put a pin in was really holding yourself hostage to actions that you have taken, words that you might have said to yourself or another in the past, really holding yourself hostage for some past action, whether corrected or not, holding yourself hostage and not allowing yourself to move forward in the world, in your pursuit of what you desire, in pursuit of healing and health. Holding yourself hostage over here and berating yourself for a past action or past actions or a past way of being is also not love. And the way we are going to heal that not love is to see that messy animal self as inherently human. And as inherently human, we are inherently messy, and it's okay. We don't learn by being perfect. We don't evolve by getting it right every single time. And so, whether you're holding your physical body hostage or holding your whole being hostage for some past action or inaction or conversation or way of being or a whole lifetime, I just heard a whole lifetime of my way of being, I'm holding myself hostage for, it is time to love up on who you have been, knowing that it is in loving who you have been and loving who you are right now that is actually going to bring you closer to the person, the being, the magical being that you have always been and are always meant to be. I think I'm going to leave it here. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. I plan on seeing you tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. I plan on seeing you all of the days this week. So thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.